The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Carr now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by a Keller Witherspoon. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a second and 13.
Here we go. 180! Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Completes it to Samuel. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second and very short, Carr. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 68 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Carr. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Here we go.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time. Check 26. Check 26. White. 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. He's coming. Double up. Double up. Raider 9. Right there. Okay, Raider 2. 54 Mike. Here I come.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw his Carr, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
6-6, pull it high. Heavy.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Recon, 132 fighter. Raider 1.
On 1st down, Richard. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. To throw on 2nd and 6, Carr.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check it backer, check it backer. Check 31, check 31. Time, later one. 6:37.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 17 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the lead. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
Double dog, double dog. That's the way. Hey, hey, watch this, watch this. Later 8. Later 9, 9.
From the gun, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a throw here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo drops it off for Coleman. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. This is Coleman with the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Garoppolo rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down.
Go.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33.
Hey, you got 3, you got 3. 3 down, 3 down.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Hey, exit. 24 is the mic. I'm here.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. The 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 45 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Carr completes it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
61, matchbox lights.
Carr. That's caught at the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Garoppolo now, 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Tahir Whitehead. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Check 4, check 4. Check 15, check 15. White Monday.
Carr gives to Richard. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
This pass from Carr taken in by Waller. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. This is Richard. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Carr to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
To throw is Carr. He's good. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Come on, come on. Slide. Kill.
Back to throw. Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Right? Oh, that's true. You've said that before. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly.
It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Carr. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.